I'm gonna put stuff on the notes. Hello, Baseball Nation. We are live, back on another live stream today. Any questions? Put them in the chat, and we'll go ahead and get started. So, first up, we got. What do you think about how the Giants played last night, back on top of the NL West? Davis.
I think it was a very impressive and fun series to watch.
Certainly. The Mariners won 5 straight this week after losing the 2 before that, which puts them at that 75-62 record, and they are now 3 games out of the wild card. Do you think they have a chance?
I definitely do because of all the big trade deadline pickups they made. I think they could be sneaking into a wild card spot.
What do you think about the Reds? Half game out. It's been them and the Padres fighting a lot recently for that spot. 73-65 and 73-64 are their records.
I'm really liking the Reds. I think if they get back Jesse Winker pretty soon, they can start putting it together and making the playoffs. But if the Brewers weren't as good as they were this year, they would totally be atop of the Central.
Certainly. How about let's see. What do you think about the Cubs? 6 straight this week. Kind of put them back. I mean, not into it, but it was just kind of fun to see them play so well.
Yeah, it was fun to see, but I mean, I'm just looking at the Central right now. And they're back 21 games, so I mean, it's
Yeah,
cool.
they're really. Next up, we're going to talk about kind of the hottest hitters of this week. First up, we got Rookie of the Month last month, Frank Schwindel. 462 average, 500 on base percentage, 5 homers, and 12 RBIs.
Yeah, I was watching the game last night and saw him hit a grand slam. Was pretty cool.
Yeah, the walk-off grand slam.
Definitely gonna. Yeah, he's definitely one of like the big pieces for the Cubs the next couple of years.
Okay, so what do you think about Austin Riley as an MVP candidate?
I definitely like it. I think that he deserves top 5 in the NL, but I don't know if he's there yet because he had a pretty shaky start to the year.
Yeah, I mean, he hit really, really well this week. Some of our other hot hitters this week, we got Jonathan VR, 400 average, 438 on base percentage, 3 homers.
Yeah, he's really been just destroying the
Yeah, he really has been hitting the Braves hard.
The Mets this year. I like him in that leadoff spot, especially with Lindor being.
Yeah. Next up, we got.
What do you think about the Braves infield having 25 plus home runs?
That's amazing. That's amazing. Happy to see Albies get there. Really impressive. That almost never happens. So definitely something cool to see. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. had a really rough month of August, and he's kind of leaped back to start this September and to finish August, as he has 9 runs, 3 homers, 6 RBIs, and a 440 average this week. Absolutely crushing the ball.
Yeah, I think Vlad definitely isn't going to win the MVP anymore in the AL. I think it's going to be either Shohei or Salvi, but he
I don't think Salvi has a chance.
has proved himself. He still proved himself this year. 320 average, 40 home runs, and 98 RBIs. Definitely made a name for himself.
Another question in the chat from Will Freeman: can the Braves hold back the NL East?
This is coming from a Braves fan. I'm not liking our chances right now, but I'm liking who we're playing the next couple of weeks. We see the Braves playing the Nats and the Marlins at home this week, and surprisingly enough, the Braves don't leave home the rest of the year.
Oh wow, that's super cool. So they just have a crazy home stretch here coming up.
Hmm.
Okay, so next up, what do you think about that walk off grand slam from Daniel Vogelback? You hardly ever get to see that, and the cool thing was they were down three. It wasn't one of those walk off grand slams that makes it a two or three run win. It just made it a 1 run win.
I really like those types of home runs. I mean, when you're down by three and you hit a walk-off grand slam, like that's one of the top moments in baseball, especially against Alex Reyes. He's been really good this year. So definitely a fun game. The Brewers are definitely making the playoffs this year. They've been really good.
Yeah, that's kind of something every kid dreams of is getting that type of home run in Game 7 of the World Series. Super cool to see him do it this season. Next up, we got the Cronenworth walk-off homer. And Wander Franco's on base streak is one shy of Mickey Mantle for the rookie year.
That's so impressive. I mean, hasn't really he hasn't really controlled that Rays offense, but he's definitely been a piece they've been needing. So he's helped a ton.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you, Will Freeman, for the love. Yeah, and then we also got Salvi climbing that catcher homer leaderboard kind of all time, and he's definitely making a push on Shohei.
Yeah, I'm loving watching Salvi hit right now. He's just no one really talks about him that much anymore. And some Royals fans that I know are mad they signed him again this year, paid him so much because he hasn't been the best catcher the last couple of years. But I mean, 41
He's the
home
heart,
runs, and he's
yeah,
just
and
killing it.
he's the heart and soul of the team.
102 RBIs as well. I mean, wow.
Yeah, really, really impressive from him. Sale has been absolutely dealing since he returned. He had that immaculate inning a couple weeks ago. Super cool. Ben Gamble looked like a superstar in that Pirates outfield yesterday with three dazzling plays. Riley Green for the Tigers has reached that 20 home run mark. Cool to see a prospect doing that well. The Tigers definitely have a very bright future. The O's kind of manhandled the Yankees in their recent series as they win their first series since 2019. What do you think about that?
I was shocked. I was watching game 3 of that series yesterday, and it just shocked me. I mean, the Yankees are like this close from taking that division, and they just can't put it together as of late. Joey Gallo, I saw his stat line. Since he's been with the Yankees, batting 164 with a 48 strikeout percent.
Yeah, ever since all the controversy with Javier Baez doing shushing the crowd, thumbs downing him and all, he has been absolutely un impossible to get out. He's been absolutely raking. He actually hit 500 this weekend. Had a 4 hit performance last night. What do you think about that? And also all like the controversy.
As a Braves fan, it was just laughable. But now that the Mets are starting to win some games, I'm getting a little bit nervous as they are climbing in the NL East 3.5 games back. Over a week ago, they were 8.5 games back. So
Yeah,
it's
and
definitely
they were
at least.
Yeah, they were under 500 just recently. Now they are one game over super hot. They're 7-3 in their last 10.
What do you think about this
Um,
wild card race? It's getting really intense.
yeah, I mean, I think the Reds are my pick. I don't think it's going to be the Padres because I don't really trust the Padres to hold on here. Tatis hasn't really been this undeniable guy as of recent. He's kind of been a little bit of a no name recently with no like special performances. And I don't really think the Phillies or the Cardinals or the Mets are going to be able to climb all the way back up.
How about the Braves pick up Adam Duvall, hitting his 31st home run last night? How has he been for the Braves?
Yeah, he's been really special. The one problem with Duvall is he really doesn't hit for contact. It's homer or nothing for Duvall. I've definitely enjoyed watching and seeing how well he's been doing, but I don't really think Duvall's that special.
How about the young kid Ryan Feltner, the starting pitcher for the Rockies, making his MLB debut against the Braves? First pitch of his career gives up a nuke to Ozzy, and he only goes 2 2/3 against the Braves, allowing 6 runs.
Yeah, tough to see. You've had some really good debuts like Logan Gilbert's recently, but that's really tough to come up to the majors and get sliced up like that. Only went 2 2/3. Question Mick 15. What about Soler? Soler has been a real stud for the Braves recently. I think he hit 200. He was hitting under 200 when he came to the Braves. He's heated up a lot though since coming to the Braves with a now 215 batting average of 726 OPS. Don't get me wrong, that's still not good, but he was like really really bad and he was looking like a one-hit wonder after, but he has definitely become something special right here with the Braves.
Yeah, I'm looking at his splits. With the Royals this year, 190 average. With the Braves, 285. So that's definitely helped our offense this year.
Yeah, it certainly has. I think the playoff race is going to look really cool. If you want to check out what we have to think about that, check out our playoff predictions video. Other things we got the Mets putting up for the on Friday night versus the Nationals in the 10th to win it. Stanton, 121-mile-an-hour walk-off hit. That's absolutely crazy. What do you think about that?
The dude's a stud. The dude he's been shaky ever since he's gotten on to the Yankees, but this year, or at least in the past couple of weeks, we've seen him really show his spot and his importance on that team.
So, like we did last week, we're going to check out that 4 home run list. We got 2 guys on the 4 homer list this week: Frank Schwindel for the Cubs and Mark Canha, utility man for the A's. Okay, so we're going to move into our pitching segment. Who were the hot pitchers this week? We got AL Pitcher of the Month of August, Robbie Ray, 14 2/3 this week with 20 Ks, 2 wins, and a 1.32 ERA. He is absolutely nasty. He's been really heating up. Do you think he has a chance at that AL Cy Young?
Um, I really like what he's been doing in the month of August. For all my MLB The Show players, could be seeing a 99 POTM card, but I
Yeah,
really don't think he has a chance.
yeah. That league's pitched well. Do you think it's going to be Garrett Cole?
I think it's gonna be. I mean, Lance Lynn could still be up there, but he has been shaky as of late. I think
Yeah,
it
he's been out.
it might be Garrett Cole. Yeah.
Yeah, he's been really good. Okay, so next up we got Adrian Hauser, another one of our hot pitchers this week. There was a 9 inning shutout with 7 Ks. Absolutely awesome to see that. And we're going to go with two more pitchers. Julio Urias with 13 innings, 15 Ks. He got the win in both starts and pitched to a 2.31 ERA. And lastly, we have Braves pitcher Charlie Morton, goes 13 and a third innings, 12 Ks, and a 2.08 ERA. And John Lester actually pitched pretty well this week with 12 and third innings of 1.54 ERA. I just don't really like John Lester that much as a pitcher.
Yeah, he's
And
more of a finesse arm, not really going to blow anything.
yeah, and I don't know why the Cardinals traded for him. I also don't know why the Cardinals traded for J.A. Happ. J.A. Happ is kind of worthless on the bump, hasn't really done anything. So I don't really know why he's a guy you would look for. Drop any questions you have in the chat. We're going to answer some questions right now, if you have any. Let's see. Any more news from this week? You got the we'll just kind of read the last any winning streak, losing streaks. The A's have lost 3 straight. Tough for them. The Pirates have lost 6 straight. Really not a good team at all. And the Padres won 2 straight here. Okay, a couple questions here. Who's going to be the first to reach 100 losses? The Diamondbacks, the Pirates, or the Orioles? Diamondbacks are at 92, Pirates are at 89, and the Orioles are at 92.
I definitely see the Diamondbacks just taking this one over. I was looking at their strength of the schedule for the rest of the year. They still have to face the Padres, Dodgers, and Giants. So, I mean, there's 9 losses right there. So,
Lowell guy thinks it's going to be the Orioles. David Shabley with a question: NL MVP? To be honest with you, the NL MVP is tough. It was easier at points, but right now I gotta go, I guess, with Tatis. But I mean, Will Freeman up there talking about Austin Riley. I think he has a better chance than we think because they really have not seen much from like in other aspects.
I really like Trey Turner, but I feel like he would have a chance at the MVP one of these years if he would just get more RBIs. Like 500 ABs this year, 320 average, 21 bombs. Like those are great numbers, but 58 RBIs, not going to cut it.
Yeah, to be honest with you, I've seen a little bit more of that dominance from guys more in the American League, as the top 3 guys in the home run leaderboard are all in the American League. I think Nick Castellanos has a slight chance. He has the highest average in all baseball, tied with Trey Turner. Yeah, I mean, if you go and look at any of those leaderboards, it's all just filled with the top guys being in the AL. What do you think about Bryce Harper as the MVP?
I'm not really a big fan of Bryce, but I mean he's had a very solid second half of the year. I don't know. I don't think he's done enough.
Yeah, 998 OPS. What about Juan Soto?
He's really been that whole offense for the Nationals, but I mean still he missed a good part of the year. And I'm very glad he did that home run derby because since then he's been bringing that average up. So I think he could be a top 5, top 10 go getter.
Yeah, definitely. Let me turn my camera back on. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. What's up, Maddenberg? Okay, my bad on that. What's up, Maddenberg in the chat? Any questions? drop them right now. We're going to hop off in just a minute. We'll give 1 more minute for any questions. What do we think about the Rays? Well, they had that one of the top RBI guys in Austin Meadows. I think they're definitely fighting for that spot atop of baseball, to be honest with you. They've got 86 wins, second in all of baseball, tied with, or just right behind the Giants. Vonnie in the chat, I do not know. I don't know why the camera quality is different. We'll try and kind of work out those kinks coming soon and other things. Any questions? We'll give you guys a couple more seconds, but then we're going to hop off. Thank you guys for coming to this live stream. Be sure to tune in as we will be doing this weekly. See you next time.